Hey guys, Army Wife here. I'm just gonna talk to you while I show you a video of another gift that my mother-in-law gave me. And it is a quilt that she made. The entire thing is hand quilted. And the name of it is Storm at Sea. It's beautiful. But I'm showing you this because of what it's meaning to me right now. My mother-in-law is the person who taught me to prep. And my mother-in-law made this quilt for me, and its name being Storm at Sea is reminding me of what's going on right now in the prepping community. There have been some very good people that are sharing information that is very valuable to all of us about things that are going on that could affect our community. And the information that was put out was not intended to create mass fear or anything like that. But how I take it is this. First of all, I'm going to read to you the definition of terrorism. The definition of terrorism is it's the use of violence and threats to obtain political demands. And I kind of feel like our government, who claims that they don't negotiate with terrorists, in a sense, has become the terrorist. You know, that terrorism is not this Middle Eastern phenomenon that is something that's recent. This is something that's been going on for many, many years. And, and I believe that our government has adopted this way of controlling us through fear. And I come to you tonight to tell you, don't be afraid. This community is huge. The government is not dealing with the Branch Davidians here. They're dealing with a community that spans over 3,000 miles just in this country alone. The prepping community is huge, and we're not doing anything wrong. We're not breaking laws. We're not being, doing things that are immoral or dangerous, or, the only people that we could possibly be dangerous to is to the government. And, our government was intended to be an inanimate object or inanimate creation. It was never intended to be a living, breathing thing. But our government has become a living, breathing thing. And until we lock the head off of this living, breathing thing, it is going to continue to try to terrorize us in many different shapes and forms. But don't be afraid. Don't stop prepping. You do what's right for you. If what you're doing is not illegal or is not immoral, then carry on. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to keep prepping, and I'm going to keep speaking out. And I sure hope that the rest of you do too. And don't negotiate with terrorists. Don't be afraid. The reason I prep, which you guys, most of you have seen my video and is for, many different reasons. It's a multi-level, philosophy for me, starting with the very basic that, we could be without a job, we could be without income, money to be able to buy food and to be able to sustain ourselves, whether it be for a short period of time or even a long period of time. Or, a worst case scenario, a really bad natural disaster. or even worse yet, a complete economic breakdown in our country. And those are all good things to be prepared for. Being prepared for those things is responsible. It does not make you a criminal. It does not make you America's Most Wanted. It makes you responsible. Please do not be afraid. And I know my friends that put out these videos never intended to create fear with anybody. And I believe that they said that. They're just passing along for information. And I'm grateful to them for passing along this information. But I didn't let it control me, and I didn't let it make me afraid. It made me angry. I'll admit that it made me angry. It made me a little bit concerned. More concerned that people were going to go dark and, you know, not share their prepping knowledge anymore and not participate in this community anymore. That's what I was more afraid of. I wasn't afraid that you know, the tanks were going to come rolling in and they were going to come crashing our walls down. I wasn't afraid of that for a second. Because this is not the Branch Davidian. They're not going to come in here in the middle of the night and take us all down in one swoop. It would be an impossible undertaking for them to do. For them to reach, to find all of us, and to find all of us who aren't doing anything wrong, it'd be impossible. And to be honest with you, some of them, the government employees that you're so afraid of, the government workers that you're afraid of, they're preppers too. Some of those people are preppers. And just keep that in mind. You know, when you fear that the military is going to come in and take control of you know, all the preppers' food and their supplies, just remember who's telling you this. Okay? Don't be afraid. Fear paralyzes. Don't allow that to happen to you. Keep on prepping. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're not doing anything wrong. And that's all they want. They just want you to be afraid. They want you to go dark. They want you to stop spreading the word. This is what they want. Don't fall for it. I don't even know how else to say it other than don't be afraid. This community spans over 3,000 miles. If you could just try to imagine the amount of organization that it would take to take down this whole community is impossible. I can't even fathom it. You know, they can't even balance a budget. I don't see how they're going to manage to take down a bunch of people that are prepared. Anyway, that's my message for tonight, folks. Don't be afraid. Keep on prepping. This is the Army Wife signing out.